History has been made as the first Qantas flight from Perth to London landed on Sunday morning in England following its departure from Australia on Saturday night. The flight was scheduled to last 17 hours and 20 minutes and landed triumphantly at Heathrow Airport at 5:10 a.m. after the historical 9,000-mile journey. The long haul is 24% further than the UK's previous longest route, operated by Garuda Indonesia between Heathrow and Jakarta, and was a measly 7,275 miles in comparison. The Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner aircraft boasts of a number of advantages over other models, including lower cabin noise, larger windows, improved air quality and technology to reduce turbulence. The craft is also twice as fuel efficient as the Boeing 747, and has 42 business-class flatbed seats, 28 premium economy seats and 166 economy seats. The inaugural trip took off to a round of applause, and when it finally touched ground in London, there was another round of applause. Qantas CEO Alan Joyce was aboard the flight and addressed the media describing the flight as a major milestone for Australia, as well as global aviation. Mr. Joyce said the flight was off to a great start and the successful journey had kicked off a new era in travelling with the flight path eliminating stopovers. To ensure there are more long direct flights from Australia, Mr. Joyce said Qantas needs to show that the plan will be economically beneficial. The original Kangaroo route from Australia to London was named for the 7 stops it made over 4 days back in 1947. Now we can do it in a single leap, Mr. Joyce said. This is a truly historic flight that opens up a new era of travel. For the first time, Australia and Europe have a direct air link. Mr. Joyce said the flight has received a lot of attention since it was first announced. The response to the flight has been amazing, both for the attention it's received since we announced it and the bookings we've seen coming in. It's great for Australian tourism, for business travelers and for people visiting friends and family on both sides of the world. QF9 is operated by 4 pilots across the journey, with 1 or 2 pilots resting at any one time. On board Saturday night was 1 female pilot, Captain Lisa Norman. About 6% of Qantas pilots are female and globally it is 3%, a Qantas representative told Daily Mail Australia. Mr. Joyce said a huge amount of work had gone into optimizing the experience for customers taking the trip. This is hands down the most comfortable aircraft that Qantas has ever put in the sky. Boeing designed the Dreamliner with features to reduce jet lag, turbulence and noise. We've taken that a step further with our cabin design, giving passengers more space in every class as well as bigger entertainment screens and more personal storage. We've worked with the University of Sydney and our consulting chef Neil Perry to create a menu that helps the body cope better with jet lag and adjusted the timing of when we serve food to encourage sleep. Qantas will use Boeing 787-9 Dreamliners for the non-stop route, with 42 business-class flatbed seats, 28 premium economy seats and 166 economy seats. Aviation consultant John Strickland said the launch of the flights is a significant moment for the airline industry. He told the Press Association, "It will be a further test of how successful airlines can be with ultra-long-haul flying and whether this delivers sufficient profitability to justify the investment in aircraft." Qantas will certainly be hoping to attract a higher proportion of premium customers due to the speed advantage combined with the 787's better cabin atmosphere. 1. The flight will follow different flight paths depending on the best winds, helping the aircraft fly faster and more efficiently. Qantas analyzed a decade of seasonal wind patterns in preparation for the new service too. At 14,498 kilometers, QF9 is the 3rd longest commercial flight currently in operation. It is the world's longest Dreamliner Flight 3. QF9 will carry around 92 tons or 110,000 liters of fuel, with the Dreamliner burning approximately 20% less than traditional aircraft its size. 4. With a total seat count of 236 passengers, the Qantas Dreamliner has significantly fewer seats than many other airlines who have configured the same aircraft to carry more than 300 passengers. 5. There are more than 21,000 individual items loaded onto the aircraft for each flight between Perth and London, including 330 peppermint tea bags and hundreds of chocolate biscuits.
Tell me where the freak's at.